guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tracy, back again with another video. It's been such a long time, especially like since you really like seen me. The last upload that I put up was from like months before that, so technically y'all haven't seen me for maybe a year, almost a year, but it's okay, it's all good. She is back, you know, for now. I hope you guys have been good. Officially happy New Year's. I'm not late. I'm not gonna take up too much time. We're just gonna go ahead and get straight into this video. I've realized, you guys, that I put content about my hair on this channel, but I feel like I've never really taken my hair growth seriously as far as like documenting it. So this year I want to kind of change that and document my hair journey a little bit more, which is what I should have been doing from the jump. Y'all can still see kind of like gradually where my hair came from and how far it is now. It's just that I don't really like document step by step. So I want to change that this year. For the most part, I continued with the mini braids. I think I had mini braids in like twice or 3 times last year, and then I took a break at some point because I feel like my hairline started to just was going, and I wasn't really sure where it was going. Just so much was going on last year. I honestly believe that it might have been stress related, but anyway, I didn't really go into like figuring out why my hairline was going. I panicked and laid off the mini braids. Okay, so don't mind anything that isn't my hairline because that will not be any of my business. I zoomed in for the hairline. My hairline is doing a whole lot better, you guys. It was so bad last year. I did do quite a lot of these, which I have right now, and these are just like chunky mini twists. I also braided my hair more last year than I did the year before that, and then I made the mistake of braiding lines. I was supposed to travel to Zimbabwe to go and collect my certificate because she's a graduate now. I officially graduated. We're gonna get into that in a different video. I wanted to keep this about hair. Anyway, so I did that hairstyle when I was planning to travel to Zimbabwe. I ended up not even traveling with them. So basically I just like messed up my hairline for nothing. And prior to that, I blew out my hair. I'm also gonna insert, okay, video, something, pictures. Oh, like I was doing the most with my hair last year, especially like towards the end. I normally don't like do all of that, but I think I was just really excited. I blew out my hair and suppressed and got a little bit of heat damage. I may or may not have a video of the heat damage. Let's just talk about the plan, okay? There's a plan. The plan for this year, you guys, is to get back to my mini braids. I've noticed that I haven't really retained a whole lot of length, and I guess it's because the time that I blew it out, the guy did trim it quite a little bit. It's a whole lot shorter than it should have been because I had predicted to be at nipple length by the end of last year. So I'm gonna do mini braids for the rest of the year. The plan is to keep mini braids in for at least 6 to 8 weeks, which is a month and a half to about 2 months, right, at a time. I'm gonna try not to exceed my mini braids over that period, and then in between the mini braids, like when I take them down, I'm gonna give it maybe like a month gap or so. So this year is gonna be a little bit busy for me, and I'm not gonna be able to keep up with my hair being out like I did last year, because last year I had a lot of time on my hands. I'm just realizing there's just so much that happened last year that like there's no way I can even begin to get into that right now. Anyway, so I had a little bit more time last year on my hands, especially like the last like quarter. I shouldn't say that I had time. Eventually mini braids were a bit hectic to put in and to take out, so I kind of just started doing a lot of like these chunky twists. Also did cornrows here and there, did some protective styles here and there. I'll just keep popping up these random pictures of what I was doing last year. I don't really take that many pictures. Whatever I can find, I'll put up. I think I also like wore my wig a little bit more last year as well. I have one wig, guys, like the one. I just really don't like wigs because they're hot, and I think the time I was wearing wigs quite a little bit was around winter, but still I find them really uncomfortable. They're really itchy. I'll still wear my wig, but I'm not the type of honey that can wear a wig from like Monday to Friday. I can only do a wig maybe like twice, 3 times max, and it's not going to be like back to back like weekly. I used to think I was weird for it, but I don't know, I think you're weird if you're able to wear a wig from like Sunday to Saturday. Like, they're so uncomfortable for me. I can't. So this is the important part. I'm just gonna take down this twist. Anyway, you guys, so I wasn't gonna come here and kind of like apologize. I feel like I do a lot of, oh, I'm sorry guys, I've been away, but I realized that's like low-key toxic for me, because it's implying that I owe YouTube something, or I owe my viewers something. Starting this channel, you guys, has never been about getting views or getting likes, not even subscribers. Obviously I need subscribers. I need somebody to watch, right? Like, I can't just be making a bunch of random videos that nobody watches. But that was never the purpose. The purpose of starting this channel was just to work up my confidence, and I feel like I have. If you watch the very first, I'm gonna put a link. I cringe every time I watch it, but if you watch the very first video, the first video really getting into like my channel compared to like videos after that, you can really see such a drastic difference in my demeanor and my confidence, and it's really helped not just here but even outside. And I did it for outside. I couldn't even do classroom presentations prior to, you know, starting YouTube, so it's really helped to build my confidence. And it's almost like in my mind I'm like, well, the job is done. But then I ended up enjoying being on YouTube and all of that. What it was becoming was the pressure of, you know, I need to put up content and I'm lagging behind, I need to do this, I need to do that. So I've kind of been in that state for a while, and like I said, last year was a lot. There's a lot of things that just happened last year. All of that was just a lot on my mind, and I needed to just take time off, man. Like, I'm never gonna apologize for taking time to myself, whether it means, you know, not talking to people, like literally not talking to anybody on my WhatsApp or whatever, not going out, not seeing anybody, not even friends or anything. Like, I'm just never going to apologize for that. I used to feel bad about it, but I mean, I can't take care of anybody if I can't take care of myself. That doesn't make sense. So I really prioritize my me time now, and I'm gonna take however much time I need to take in order to just make sure that I'm good in here. But that's done and said. Oh, by the way, yes, I did dye my hair. Just left that elephant floating around in the room. I dyed my hair 2 weeks ago maybe. I had this hair dye for like maybe a year plus, just sitting in my room, and finally I was like, that day I was just like, ah. You know when you watch videos on YouTube, I was watching videos of like people dyeing their hair. I've been doing that for months on end, and then that day I was like, ah, you know what, let me just do it. I used the Revlon Deep Red and an Anecto Caramel Blonde. I think it's Caramel Blonde. I'll put the pictures of the dyes. This is the color that I ended up with. All right, so it's like a brownish reddish. That's kind of like another reason why I'm just gonna stick to mini braids, because I don't like it when people dye their hair and then they braid like box braids or whatever, twists on top of this colored hair, and then it's like sticking through. Like, I just I can't. Like, my brain, my eyes bleed. I can't do it. So I'm not gonna wet it or anything, but let me try and pull out my chair. This is where my hair is currently. I'm not gonna draw on my shirt also, because this is a really cute crop top that I actually like and wear. What we're gonna do is, and for future reference, I'm just gonna use the same video to show you guys how far. So that's where we are. This is where my nipple is. So we're still pretty far, y'all. My battery had died, and I've spent the last like hour trying to charge it. We're just gonna continue. I don't think I need to do the length for both sides of my head, but anyway, just for just. Pretty sure this isn't how the frame was at the beginning of the video. This is my first video of 2022, so let's just allow. Like I said, I'm not gonna do any markings on my top. I do have other shirts that I could probably use to like mark off where my hair stops, but I don't want to do that. We're just going to use the older pictures for reference in the future. I feel like that's what seems easiest for me. Okay, so that's where my hair is right now. I intend on growing at least 4 or 4.5 inches of hair this year. That is accounting for any trims or anything like that. I do trim my hair quite a lot. I will remove any fairy knots. I don't play around with any type of knots, okay? We don't do knots around here. So I will clip off anything that needs to be clipped off. If I feel my ends are just rough and it's making detangling a nightmare, I will also snip that off. Otherwise, guys, I think that's pretty much it for today's video. I don't want to do too much. I really just want to thank you guys so much for just staying. Really, I've seen a whole bunch of new subscribers and sometimes I'm like how really, like, where do you guys even find my channel? It's pretty great to know that people enjoy my content enough to want to stick around. If you are new, listen, please try not to get frustrated, because we really prioritize mental health here. We don't care about what other people think. When we disappear, let's just allow it. Let's allow it. Click on your notification bells, guys. If there's ever a time when clicking on your notification bell was a necessity, it's on this channel, okay? Otherwise, blink and you're gonna miss it. I would really love if you guys would also share, you know, what your plans for your hair are this year, whether you're planning on working on your growth, whether you're planning on experimenting more this year, if anybody has recently dyed their hair, or if they're, you know, planning on dyeing their hair, whatever the case might be. That would be great for you to share with me. Please make sure that if you like this video, you give it a giant thumbs up. And if you haven't already, if you enjoy me, my presence, obviously I still haven't memorized which side it is. I think it's on this side though. Maybe on that side. Alright, so make sure that you click down on that red subscribe button down below. Share this video if you want to share it. I mean, really do whatever you want to do with it. I will see you guys next time. That's all I have for you today. Bye.